So the day has come where we're going to actually get to do cement and pour it into our ICF stem walls. We've got everything braced up and foamed up and ready to go for that. We're just waiting on the truck to get that started. So stay with us today as we pour the final bits of the foundation for the shop. If you want to do your own thing, you must understand that there is a price to pay. The only thing that you or many others are complaining about is how to get what you want without paying a price for it. There is no such thing in life. If what you want means so much to you, then you must pay the price, no matter what that is. But if you find the price too much for what little you want to do, you will step back from it. This is so with every step in our lives. When we want to do something, there will always be a price attached to it. So we must evaluate. Do I want to pay this price? What I want, does it mean so much to me? Some people want it so badly they're willing to pay any price to get what they desire. And for some, it's just a passing interest, so they will drop it and move on. There is nothing wrong with either approach. All I want is a simple life. And depending upon what circles you travel in, you may or may not be surprised to discover that this sentiment is not all that uncommon. But having what you want requires sacrifice. I've been simplifying my life since 2012, although I didn't know that's what was happening in the beginning. At first, I was only focused on eliminating as much stress as I could so I could feel better, so I could live well with my dual diagnosis. Even when I finally saw the simplicity path I was on, I knew the finish line was not a simple life. With all of the focus around minimalism, simplicity, decluttering, and downsizing, it's easy to believe that a simple life is the dream, but a simple life is not the end goal. We don't remove clutter, reduce stress, and boycott busyness to have a simple life. We shall see. We do it to have a life, not to beautifully organize a life or to completely calm life. Not a perfect life or one where we know all the answers, but a life that we have room for, a life we can notice, a life we can enjoy, and a life we can create. Like anything that I do, I have apprehension and, and worry that I don't want any blowouts. I don't want anything to go south, especially with that much cement in a vertical position. If you have a blowout low, it could ruin your entire day. I think I've got everything braced up as far as I can in all the weak spots, and now we just wait and see how this goes and keep our fingers crossed and work diligently to make it happen. But it doesn't go without saying that a solo job like this, you have your doubts, and that's a big part of why I'm doing it, is to overcome those and to build up my skills and get stronger at it. Instead of wondering how to live a simple life, consider what you'd like more of, such as time and space in the life you already have. The next time you're done paying off a credit card, or clearing out your closet, or completing whatever simplicity step you're on, stop. Before simplifying further, think about what you really want out of this life of yours. Is this the time to simplify more, or is this the time to deepen a connection with someone you love? Is this the time to move on to your bookshelves, or is this the time to create something new or serve in your community? Perhaps it is simply time to rest. Simplifying with the goal of becoming as simple as possible will prove to be as empty as dieting to be as skinny as possible. It's not satisfying and it never lasts. As you create more time, energy, space, and attention in your life, use simplicity to make a life you are excited to wake up to. Use it to better engage in relationships. Use it to create freedom so you can live where you want, work where you want, and most importantly, so you can get back to being you. I think it's important that those of us who desire a simplified lifestyle understand the underlying basis upon which we make decisions. How we assign values to things will influence those decisions. The problem is that a standard of value other than money is foreign thinking to many. It is not the mindset that we are taught, and it is difficult to think this way. Our challenge is to begin to look at ourselves and the things around us in a different light. It is something I invite you to consider. Today I do feel better, and I am living well with my bipolar disorder. I don't have a simple life, but I certainly laugh a lot more. I enjoy the work I do, and I have the presence to be in my life instead of racing around trying to keep up with it.
Well, the concrete pour is done, and that is one for the books. That was certainly a little bit more of a rodeo than I expected. The first truck driver was incredible. He managed to show up and had a really cool boot that helped us pour the walls without having concrete go all over the place, and it was just a really good experience. Worked with the hand signals well. Kept moving the truck so we didn't back up with cement and doing everything. The second truck driver was not as great. He was I don't know, I guess maybe he's just tired of the concrete industry and just kind of disgruntled, but he was really jerking me around with the chute and ended up bowing out one of the walls with the chute, which we had to try to correct with the truck. Got a little bit of a bow in that, but I can compensate with that with the when I pour the concrete pad and we start the building. Not too much, but just another thing I got to fix. It goes with the territory, and shit happens, so we'll have to deal with it. All in all, though, all of the areas where we braced and all of the areas I thought were going to be potential areas of malfunction held up extremely well. We had no blowouts and no leaks of any kind. Everything went together pretty well. The ICFs held up better than I had expected, and so that's one for the books. The next big cement project is going to be doing the footers and the stem wall foundation for the house. I'd like to get that done before I start backfilling everything and get everything that before winter, and then we're on to building the actual shop here in the next week or so. The thing with the materials is that I've had to do some shopping around. The original quotes from both BMC and Western Building Center were extremely high due to the fact that they bought lumber at the high point. No fault to theirs, but I'm not going to pay for their mistakes. So I've been tracking the lumber prices, and they've been going down quite a bit. And so I've asked for additional quotes, and so far Western Building Center and Polson has done a great job of working with me on that and providing all of the materials on their estimate to complete the whole build. So we'll get that done and ordered here probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm still going to continue to watch lumber and see where that goes, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, thanks for staying tuned. If you like this type of video, please remember to like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. It really does help the channel. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most of my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could've swore what she did shook me to the core, and I ain't gonna live like that no more.
Because we've been seeing so much wildlife on the property, we thought it would be fun to add a game camera at different locations and see what we could capture wandering around when we're not there.
Well, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Trouble comes when the barmaid pours another for a man who should have found the door. Oh, when I get going, you can hear me roar, and you know I can't live like this no more. Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't ignore. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score. I ain't gonna live like this no more. Lord, I ain't gonna live like this no more. I've been drinking till my body's sore. Ain't touched my bed, just sleep on the floor. But I'ma get on my feet, get on my chores, get some things from the getting store. This old ship's coming back to shore, 'cause I ain't gonna live like this no more.